Hey guys, Paranoid here. Want to talk to you a little bit today about the artifact enhancement event that we have going on. I know that in the videos that I've watched, I've seen two different theories and two different methods on how to go through and complete the event. So the first theory and method I'm going to talk about is from Hell Hades, and that is to farm your items up, build those items up, take them and level them up from level 1 to level 8. If you don't get good rolls on it, then at that point you want to sell that item and move on to the next one. By doing that, you're going to recoup the majority of, or if not all of, what you spent on upgrading that item. So here I'm going to go through and I'll show you with the first one here. We'll do this 6-star sword. So we hit double speed. That one we are going to keep. We'll do this 5-star one here. This is one, the second substat of HP is one that I really don't want. You can see I have quite a few lifesteal swords, so regardless of how this one rolls, I'm going to sell it afterwards. You can see we started out at about 994,000 silver. We'll close that out and let's sell it. Sold for 17,800, and now our silver is at 984,000. So all total, it cost us about 10,000 gold to roll that item up. Now, a couple of things that I do want to point out with this method is if you know the sets and kind of have an idea of what the items sell for, you can make a better decision as to whether or not it's one that you want to roll on and you want to do anything on. So if you were not aware, the Avenging set, the Stalwart set, although I am finding some use for Stalwart, so I am keeping those, the Daze set, Frost set, Poison set, and the Destroy set actually sell for more than a lot of the other sets in the game. So here is a 6-star pair of gloves in Destroy. If I wanted to sell those, I would get 38,000 silver for selling those. Here is a 6-star shield in Poison. If I wanted to sell that, that's 72,000 silver for selling it. So if I upgrade that to level 8, you can see I'm at 984,457 to start. I was keeping poison sets for a little bit when the unkillable comp was around because I was able to stretch my damage out by doing that. Since I don't do the unkillable comp anymore, I really don't need all these poison sets, but I'm going to keep them so I can complete this event. Sell that. And now you can see that this one here, 5-star toxic weapon, sells for 47.5 if it is epic. I'm up over 1 million silver. So in that, by upgrading that 6-star shield, actually made, I got 13 points by upgrading it from level 1 to level 8, and I made silver in doing that. So you can stretch your resources further by taking that route, and actually make a little bit of money. It makes it easier to complete the event even with a limited amount of silver, but it is going to be a longer route to do so. Going through and leveling that many items and getting 3,000 points, 13 points at a time, is going to take quite a bit of time to do it. When I was going through and doing it and doing a comparison of the two methods earlier, in a half an hour I went through 2 million silver on the 1 to 8 route and gained 433 points. Now the other route that's out there, and I don't have enough silver to actually do one or show you right now, but I'm going to show you the ones that I did here before. These 3 items were all his weapon, his helm, and his shield were all level 15. So I raised them from level 15 to level 16. I also raised Black Knight's helm from level 15 to level 16. Those 4 items, raising them from 15 to 16, cost me 2.5 million silver, but I went from 623 points to 1,843 points. I made 1,220 points in about 5 to 10 minutes on upgrading 4 items. They're 4 items that I knew I wanted to have up to 16. They were on champions that were going to help and make that champion even stronger. But I had those level 15 items set and ready for the next artifact enhancement event that came. So what my recommendation would be, Darth microtransactions method of taking an item from 15 to 16. You can complete a 3,000 point artifact enhancement event in about 12 items. It's going to take you all total about 10 to 15 million silver to be able to get that done, but you have to have the items already leveled up to 15. So if you're starting this event and don't have items at level 15 right now, or are limited on the silver that you have to spend, go down, look in those destroy sets, the toxic sets that you don't normally keep. They actually sell for more. Start off with epic and legendary items, roll those to level 8, sell that item. You're going to make silver, so your supply will actually go up. Do as many of those as you can, then you can take the silver that you made and start leveling items that you want to keep up to level 12, level 16, whatever it may be, depending on where your silver's at. But I would start there, get as many points that way that you can. Build your silver while you're doing it. This way you can go back in, farm dragons. We do have the dragon tournament going on right now. So set it up, farm dragons. As you get those items from dragon, level them up to 8, sell them, and then you're going to increase the amount of silver that you have to then level the items that you would like to keep. From this point forward, as you are farming up your champions, leveling your champions, farming 12-3 like we all do in that daily grind, farming the dungeons for tournaments, or whether you're just farming for gear, as you get those really good pieces of gear, those godly pieces of gear that you want to take to level 16, that you have a champion that it's going to go on, if you need it at 16 for that champion to be effective right then and there, obviously you're going to take it to 16. If it's an item that you're waiting for the right set to put it into, to fit it into, but you know that that item is really good, take it to 15, leave it at 15. If you have 12 of those lined up and ready, you're going to get your 3,000 points, and you're going to be done with the event in a half an hour or less, and can move on, go back to farming, go back to the grind, and replenishing and rebuilding your store of silver. So efficiency time-wise, the taking an item to 15 and then just leveling it up the one time is going to save you the most amount of time. You actually are going to get it done in a similar amount of silver, because as you're doing the 1 to 8, you're going to come across items that you want to keep, and your silver will start to go down from that. inefficiency from silver route though, if you're doing items that you know you're going to sell, as long as you look at and know the value of what it sells for before you go and invest in it to take it up to level 8. So for instance, this shield here, if I wanted to sell it, I'm only going to get 18,000. I'm really not going to make any silver by taking that from 1 to 8. That is not a good shield or a good set to level on to go to for this type of event. The boots are even worse, only 11,000. I will lose silver by leveling those boots from 1 to 8. So go through, take a look, see what items sell for, what the rarity of the item, the star level of the item, what it sells for, and then level 1 from 1 to 8, kind of see how much silver it takes, and look for the most efficient route to do that to where you're still actually making silver and building up your silver store, so that you can in the future start taking those really good pieces up to 15, and when the event comes along, knock them out at 16. You got to get them to 16 at some point anyway. You knock those out to 16, you get the event done, claim the rewards, and your items are leveled up to 16. Unfortunately, the rewards this time around for the event are not necessarily the best rewards out there, but there is still a void shard coming up. We have a champion chase tournament coming up tomorrow. There's some good energy to go back out and farm a little bit more, do a little bit more farming with it. 1 3-star chicken, not really going to do a whole lot for you. 2 2-star chickens, not going to do a whole lot for you. 50 gems, that's another energy refill right there, and an epic skill tome, and then the 1-day XP boost. So, not the greatest rewards overall, but sometimes I've seen these actually have a sacred shard at the end of it. So, it's good to be prepared and be ready anytime that artifact enhancement event comes along, because ultimately we gain by enhancing our artifacts and getting them leveled up to 16. You're going to increase your champion's power, and you're going to increase or either decrease the time that you can complete endgame runs, or increase the level of the dungeons that you can accomplish by getting the better gear and having it leveled up. Hopefully this was informative to you, and you know which route you want to go to complete the artifact enhancement event from this point forward. This is Paranoid. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments any other kind of content that you would like to see, any information that you'd like to know about, and I'll try to work it into one of the upcoming videos for you. Thanks guys, have a great night.